Want the speed of a 30-second setup without waking up in a soggy mess at 3 a.m.? Here are the 6 pop-up camping tents that actually deliver when a quick pitch meets real-world weather and comfort. Stick around because this isn't a spec dump. It's hands-on style insight with clear picks from 6 to 1, what sets each apart, where they stumble, and who should grab which one for weekend camps, festivals, quick getaways, and those last-minute let's just go trips. 6. EchoSmile Instant Pop-Up Camping Tent. This one's the classic throw-and-go dome that wins on space per dollar, especially in the 6-person size that measures roughly 126 by 87 by 51 inches, which, yes, feels wide enough for a family setup with pads or a queen plus gear if you're neat about it. Setup is instant, and with mesh on doors and windows, the airflow is genuinely good for a pop-up, so hot nights don't turn into a sweat lodge. And teardown is just as painless with the included carry bag. Here's what matters. 2 doors make late-night exits less awkward, and the overall portability is solid for car camping, beach days, and fair-weather trips where convenience matters. Now the but. The fiberglass frame is light and flexible, but not confidence-inspiring in wind. Guy lines help, yet it still feels happier in breezy, not blustery conditions. Also, the exterior rain flaps on the windows aren't accessible from inside, which is one of those oh no moments when a midnight shower sneaks in and you have to step out to zip things down. Annoying and, well, avoidable in a better design. Zippers are unbranded, though they work fine out of the box. Long-term durability is more of a question mark than a guarantee here, so treat it as an entry-level family pop-up that excels at speed and space, not storms. Use it for casual campouts, backyard sleepovers, dry weather beach shade with the mesh doors, and trips where the priority is fast setup, big interior, and we'll pack if the forecast looks nasty. 5. Londtren 4-person easy pop-up tent. Londtren's 4-person pop-up is the grab-and-go festival tent with a surprisingly roomy 9.2 by 6.6 foot floor that works for 3 adults with gear or 4 in close quarters, and the dual doors make it easy to keep air moving and traffic flowing. The automatic pop-up design really does mean seconds from bag to pitched, and if you've ever fumbled poles at dusk, this is a sigh of relief moment. Waterproofing on these listings is billed as for all-weather camping, and in light rain with proper staking and guidelines, it stays composed and sheds water well enough for a budget quick pitch. Here's the critique. Like most disc-style pop-ups, the packed size is big and awkward, so it's not fun to carry far, and it needs a car trunk, not a small pack. Fiberglass structure plus instant frames don't love high winds, and even though setup is instant, learning the fold-back technique to fit it into the bag takes a couple of reps. You'll get it, but the first takedown might feel like wrestling a giant taco, you know? Finally, while ventilation is good with the 2 doors in mesh, in heavy, prolonged rain with everything battened down, condensation can creep in. Nothing outrageous, just typical pop-up trade-offs at this price. Use it for music festivals, drive-up campgrounds, quick one-nighters, and family parks where you want speed over ultralight finesse with the comfort of 2 doors and instant setup. 4. Nightcap pop-up camping tent. The Nightcap's charm is that it feels like someone actually camped in it before shipping it. The upgraded spring mechanism pops up in about a minute, and teardown's intuitive once you've done the figure 8 fold a couple times. Space is honestly great for 2 adults plus a kid, and it fits a queen air mattress cleanly, so you're not elbowing the wall every time you roll over. The waterproofing numbers are strong for a pop-up. 210D Oxford fabric, and up to 3,000 millimeters water resistance. And with mesh on doors and windows, you get the airflow you want without handing your tent over to mosquitoes. Let me explain why it punches above its weight. The porch option with trekking poles gives you a shady front awning for gear or coffee time, and that instantly makes camp life feel, well, more civilized. Windows are operable from inside, which is the difference between sleeping through a 2 a.m. drizzle and doing that awkward scramble in the rain. An interior space feels thoughtfully laid out for real camping, not just spec sheets. Build uses fiberglass poles like most in this class, so stake it well and angle guy lines for stability. But the overall storm composure with that 3,000 millimeter spec is reassuring for weekenders who see mixed forecasts. Use it for car camping with a couple or small family, mixed weather weekends, and trips where a true camp feel with a porch matters more than shaving ounces. 3. AYAMAYA. Waterproof Instant Pop-Up Tent. This one's the crossover. Instant setup, double wall construction, and a legit vestibule so you can stash muddy boots and wet packs outside the sleeping space like you would in a more serious backpacking tent, which is rare in pop-ups. The waterproofing is no joke. 190T polyester with PU 3000 millimeter coating and heat-sealed tape, plus a beefier floor around 4,000 millimeters on some variants, so it handles a steady rain without drama, especially with the flies zipped into storm mode over the porch. Inside, there's enough headroom and practical storage to avoid that chaotic yard sale vibe. And the awning poles let you turn the front door into a small hangout when the sun's up or the drizzle's light. Here's what matters. Ventilation is decent, but like most double walls with smaller vents, if you lock it down tight in prolonged rain, you can get some condensation. Manageable, but crack a vent whenever you can, and it's fine. The wire-like fiberglass frame springs fast, but needs careful folding and a roomy trunk. Again, this is car camping gear, not a trail tent, and the pack disc isn't subway friendly. Real-world value is terrific if you want instant setup plus a vestibule and better wet weather cred than the average pop-up. And that porch area becomes a clutter saver the minute you roll in with kids or dogs. Use it for rainy chance forecasts, shoulder season car camping, and anyone who wants a porch to keep the sleeping area clean and dry without sacrificing the open the bag, boom, done setup. 2. Purebox pop-up tents for camping. Purebox uses a hydraulic hub design that feels more like clicking an umbrella into place than wrestling a coil, and it snaps solidly, pull the center, legs auto-lock, stake it, done, and takedown is equally chill. The neat twist is the 2-in-1 behavior. Detach the inner and you've got a breezy shelter for picnics or shade, then clip it back into camp, which makes this a sneaky good all-season park companion as well as a quick overnight tent. In showers, it holds dry with a small top rain cap that prevents pooling around the hub. And for average-height adults, the interior feels surprisingly livable for a fast-pitch design. Bottom line, the hydraulic frame solves the pop-up taco fight and gives you a more compact rectangular pack than disc-style tents, which is kinder to car trunks and closets. Models in the Purebox line also show up as beach tents with UPF 50+ silver-coated fabric. So if sun protection is on your checklist for daytime use, you're covered in that family too. And the double zipper windows and doors keep the air flowing when the mercury rises. If you want versatility, day shelter plus night tent, with true one-person pitch, this is the easy choice near the top of the list. Use it for family park days, quick campouts, road trips where setup speed matters, and anyone who wants one shelter that does shade by day and sleep by night without fuss. Number 1 tent is the LENCE Instant Pop-Up Tent. This is the most well-rounded instant for most people. Under a minute setup with a pre-attached frame, 2 doors, 2 windows, floor vents, and a fly that's already on so it pitches dry even when clouds roll in. Ventilation is excellent for summer. Front and back brims let vapor escape even without dedicated fly vents. And with proper staking, it sits sturdy for a budget instant tent, making it feel calmer in shifting breezes at lakes and open sites. Waterproofing is in the 2,000 millimeter PU-coated polyester range with fiberglass poles, which is realistic for a 3-season family car camping tent. And the livability is better than raw capacity suggests. Great for a couple, or parents plus 1 kid with room for essentials. Here is why it takes the top spot. The dry setup is a killer feature when you roll in under drizzle. The inner stays protected because the fly is already connected, and that detail saves mornings and moods. No exaggeration. The packed size is longer because of the instant frame, but the carry is manageable and way less awkward than disc pop-ups. And the 10.8-pound weight is fine for car use and short walks to your site. The brand support angle, common availability, straightforward specs, and lots of community feedback means fewer surprises. It's a tent people actually use and recommend for casual camping, which is exactly the point of this category. Use it for repeat weekenders, changing sites, summer camping with airflow as a priority, and anyone who wants arrive late, pitch fast, sleep dry reliability without babying the gear. Quick picker's guide. If this helped, tap that save button before your next spontaneous road trip, because picking the right pop-up is the difference between camp is ready, where's the marshmallow bag, and why is the floor damp again?